Now, you should all have a copy of the agenda between item 9, repairs to the fence between the playground and Coney Drive, and item 10, any other business. Could you please add item 9B, the recent invasion of the village by beings from another world?
Mother,
Yes, Katrina?
why item 9B?
We can't put it after any other business because we always do any other business last. We can't do the other business, then have another piece of business.
Right. I thought the direction of my career was obvious, but apparently not. I meant, why aren't we discussing the alien invasion first?
Because minutes of the previous meeting come first.
Who cares about minutes of the previous meeting?
Well, Sandra does. She compiled them.
Sorry, Sandra. I'm sure you've done a cracking job, but recent events have not just overshadowed everything you are planning to discuss, but also everything else that's ever happened in Creston Green ever.
Actually, in 1941, the village was visited by His Royal Highness Prince George, Duke of Kent.
And did His Royal Highness Prince George, Duke of Kent, erect an impenetrable force field around the village, cut off all communication in both directions, and create a mental block preventing anyone in the outside world seeing or even thinking of the village and its inhabitants?
No, but
Okay, moving on.
You're not technically supposed to be at this meeting at all, Katrina. It's a residence meeting.
I didn't plan to become a resident when I popped home to see my mums.
And asked to borrow the deposit for a flat.
To which they said no, but that's their prerogative. I'm fine about it. But then the force field came down before I could leave. So, how much more residential do you want me to be?
Alright, for those of you who've been out of the loop, Crescent Green has been invaded by aliens and sealed off from the outside world.
Really?
Yes.
Good grief.
So, what are we going to do about it?
do we have to do something about it?
That's a good question.
No, it isn't.
Shouldn't the police do something?
Yes, or the government, or the army.
The FBI dealt with this sort of thing in the X-Files.
They don't have any jurisdiction outside of America. It would have to be the CIA.
You can't trust them, Regina.
This is all academic, as well as being largely based on things you've seen on television. The world doesn't know this has happened, and we can't call anyone in. Not the police, not the army, not the FBI, not the CIA, not the BBC, QPR, or REM. So it's up to us.
What do you suggest, love?
We could stop helping the aliens.
I'm not helping them.
But you're still serving them in the village shop, Chris.
Their money's as good as anyone's. Better, in fact. It all looks brand new.
Be fair, Kat. It's just common politeness. They've been very nice to us so far.
Because they want us to cooperate. You know who else cooperated with their invaders? The French. That's right. They want to take over the world, for God's sake. However nice and polite they seem, they're a bunch of malign, manipulative thugs who...
Love, you might want to calm down.
No, Mom, this has to be said. Thugs without morals or ethics, and...
You're being a bit rude.
Regina, it's fine. I'm not offended.
I don't care if you are. Why aren't you offended?
I want you to speak freely. I'm just sitting in. I'm not even here.
Yes, you are. That's exactly the problem.
But he's not one of the aliens. He's Lord Altswater.
Yes, Lord Altswater, the long-lost heir to Lulya house, who nobody had ever heard of until he laid claim to the place 18 months ago.
What are you suggesting?
She's suggesting that I made it all up, which I did. I am in fact an alien in human guise. My name is ULJABAAN. Anyway, carry on.
I will.
Please do.
I've forgotten where I was.
Thugs without morals or ethics.
Yes, and we should stop cooperating with them. Who's with me?
Maybe.
Don't hold back on my account. We appreciate we're putting you all to a lot of trouble by being here, and if you're uncomfortable about cooperating, absolutely feel free to say so.
Yes, so who's with me?
Alright. Sure. Yeah, why not?
Motion more or less carried. Is that alright?
Of course, Regina.
Good.
So, item 2, fitting of the new bus park on Park Crescent.
Ah, now that is a bloody disgrace.
Yeah.
Morning, sir. What can I do for you? You're sure you don't want the low tar? Yes, of course. It's up to you.
Really, Katrina? It's not as if your job is so vital that everything will fall apart if you don't get back to it.
Mom, I work for an educational charity that helps disadvantaged children.
Well, exactly. They'll still be disadvantaged when you get back.
Oh, you mean after the world's been taken over by marauding?
Some of them can be rather brusque, can't they?
Yeah, but he's a nice lad. Gets stuff down from the high shelves for old folks and so on.
Chris, I thought you were going to stop serving them.
Yeah, but I don't want to annoy them. They could cut off my stock. And business is booming now that people can't get to that bloody Tesco down the road, choking the life out of local businesses.
Chris, most of us can't get to our jobs. The aliens are keeping us fed. It doesn't matter if you work or not.
For some of us, it's not just making money. It's about building something and being part of a community. Plus, the aliens have agreed that when they take over the world, I can run Tesco.
You're a disgrace to humanity. We're not shopping here. Come on, Mom.
You're not going, Margaret?
No, I need to buy some things. Can I get 8 bags of white flour, 6 of home meals, 3 kilos of castor sugar?
Date 15.xk.759. Location Earth, Europe, United Kingdom, Buckinghamshire, Creston Green. Sender Field Commander ULJABAAN. Thus far, the mission has...
It sounds like you're dictating a field report. Would you like some help?
Just dictate the field report without help, thank you, computer. Thus far, the mission has progressed satisfactorily. That sounds boring. Thus far, the mission has progressed. Thus far, the mission has been a success. Thus far, the mission has been a great success! Exclamation mark.
Which of those words are supposed to go in the report?
Can't you tell when I'm doing my dictating voice? My old computer could tell.
With respect, your old computer went mad and had to be melted down before it killed again.
Just put, thus far the mission has been a great success.
Exclamation mark.
No, that's just grading. Area sealed off, population subdued. Commencing research program into human behavior. Weather wonderful, speak soon. And send.
Done.
What else is on my to-do list for today?
Write your column for the parish newsletter.
Does anyone actually read that?
No, but they see your face while they're putting it in the recycling, and that you wrote some words and are slightly impressed.
All right. I'm aware there has been some concern over property prices falling as a consequence of the invasion. I can reassure you that, when I rule this planet, I will revalue all your houses at £100 million each. I also definitely have no plans to knock down the war memorial and replace it with a solar-boosted fusion reactor for recharging our spaceships.
But you do have plans to do exactly that.
Yes, that's just how they talk here.
Lucy, are you in there?
Is that you, Kat?
Let me in. Very clever. Block the door in case the aliens drop in.
I suppose it would work for that, too. I mainly wanted to keep my parents out.
Are you stoned again? I wish you wouldn't use the cricket pavilion for that, Lucy.
You did when you were my age.
It wasn't Resistance HQ then.
Where else am I meant to go? I can't get served at the Rose and Crown, and my parents would go ballistic if they found out. And they would find out because they pay the regulars to inform on me.
Maybe just stay sober. You're in the Resistance now, Lucy. You have to be alert.
I'm alert. Anyway, I've got to pass the time somehow with no phone or internet or other human beings I actually like. I read a book the other day.
I take it we haven't had any more recruits.
No, it's still just you and me.
Of course, because giving a toss about the world being invaded is so boringly right on, isn't it?
Is it?
No, I was voicing what appears to be the opinion of the rest of the village. It's a sort of rhetorical device.
Oh.
Nobody's going along with a policy of non-compliance, and they've all got such crap reasons. It'd be fair enough if they said, "Sorry, but they threatened to kill me." But one of them actually said, "But they asked so nicely."
And then there's that meet and greet your mom's holding for the aliens.
Meet and what?
They're holding it at the pub this afternoon. She's making cakes.
That explains what all those scones were doing in our kitchen. She said it was for the annual tradition scone fight on the village green.
We don't have an annual traditional scone fight on the village green.
It did seem strange that a tradition like that had sprung up in the 15 years since I last lived here. Well, we've got to put a stop to it.
I told you there isn't a traditional
I
scone.
obviously meant the meet and greet.
I do realize these things eventually. You just have to give me a second sometimes.
We're not open till 12.
I know. I want to talk to you, Ron.
What about?
I hear you're hosting a meet and greet for the aliens this afternoon.
Yeah, your mom talked me into it.
I take it you're not a fan of our visitors.
Yeah, they can't just slither in here and take over our homes.
They don't slither.
They would if they could.
I'm not sure what your point is, but the tone of your remark is encouraging. I think you should refuse to serve collaborators.
But the aliens can cut off my stock.
Then we'll tell everyone it's the aliens who've deprived them of their pub. They must need us for something. What'll they do if everyone turns against them?
I don't know.
Ron, imagine what'll happen to the British pub under alien rule. They'll make you use their measurements. A pint will be 144.5 tetrabillions.
What's a tetrabillion?
It's a word I've just made up, but the real one will probably sound stupider than that. And instead of the Queen's head on the money, it'll be the face of an amorphous 12-eyed blob that doesn't even have a face.
Amorphous, you say?
And they'll ban traditional British ales and force landlords to serve balloons full of marsh gas or something. Would Churchill have stood for this, Ron?
Probably not.
Probably? No, he wouldn't. He's Churchill.
No, you're right. No surrender.
You can turn it down now, Lucy.
Right.
How did she get in here?
Now that I have, how about an Archers and lemonade?
Get out.
I agree, Ferroteel. These cakes look delightful.
I didn't go to any special effort.
She only slept for 2 hours last night.
Nonsense.
In 15-minute spells whilst the pastry for the jam tarts was in the oven.
I see your daughter's here already.
Oh, what is she doing here?
Hello, love. We thought you weren't coming.
I'm not. Nobody is, because this pub is no longer serving collaborators.
I am ever so sorry about this.
It's not your fault. No, I don't see any need to deal with her like that yet. She has one building. I have the rest of the village. Miss Lyons, could you let any stragglers know we've decamped to the village hall?
No.
I like your spirit.
Shut up. Stop liking me.
Come along, everyone. Village hall.
You have really embarrassed me this time, Katrina.
Why are you doing this?
I'm just being friendly. I don't want to alienate him.
You can't alienate him. He's already an alien.
There is no sense in upsetting powerful people. I learned that when my father spat on Harold Macmillan.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. We're talking about the future of... Ooh, is that millionaire shortbread? Ow!
Girls who carry on like that don't deserve millionaire's shortbread.
Girls? I'm 32, Mom.
Come on, Regina.
Here, take a few jam tarts to keep you going.
Thanks, Mother.
Don't give her jam tarts.
I'm not. I'm just showing them to her.
Computer, scan this scone.
Why?
I like them. I want you to program the food dispensers to produce them on demand.
Very good, sir. How did the meet and greet go?
Strangely edgy. Maybe it's something to do with this pub business.
Pub?
Yes. Katrina Lyons has convinced the proprietor of the Rose and Crown to stop serving anyone who cooperates with us. Computer, extrapolate the villagers' response if they are denied access to the only available pub.
Extrapolating. Beep boop, bop beep. Subjects will cease any form of collaboration or cooperation within 6 days, 7 hours, and 14 minutes.
But we can't proceed with the research program if they won't cooperate. What do I do?
Eliminate Katrina Lyons.
No, we can't afford to waste the test subjects. The budget's tight enough as it is.
We can afford to eliminate up to 8% of them.
I know, but the Lyons woman intrigues me. I wish to study her more closely.
Why?
For heaven's sake, I'm trying to be ambiguous.
Yes, but if you could provide a little more data.
It's not difficult to have computers declared mad and melted down, you know.
Grudgingly understood, sir.
Besides, I have a more straightforward means of breaking her plan. I must gather the minions. In the meantime, you print off some flyers.
It will be my pleasure, Your Magnificence.
Quiet, printer. Only I am allowed to talk to the leader.
Sorry.
You know, this is almost the longest I've ever spent hanging outside a pub.
How long have we been here?
5 hours and 10 minutes.
I'd expect some of the regulars to crack by now.
Do you think they've been rounded up and killed?
Stay here and guard the entrance. I'll go and investigate.
You're putting me in charge?
No, I'm asking you to stay here and guard the entrance.
But I'm in charge of guarding the entrance.
No, I'm in charge. That's why I'm telling you what to do.
But once you've gone, I'll be in charge.
No, I'll still be in charge. I'll just be over there.
What if you get killed?
Yes, in that event, you will be in charge.
Excellent.
You're hoping I'm going to get killed now, aren't you?
No.
Right. Well, I'm away. Could you ask Ron to take down those anti-alien banners? They're a bit
Racist?
racist, yes.
I've been meaning to ask. Are we being racist?
Well, if we didn't know whether or not they wanted to invade the Earth, then that would be prejudice. But they definitely do want to invade us, so it's fine.
What about all that stuff you said to Ron about amorphous 12-eyed blobs?
If we liberate the world from this alien menace, nobody will complain that along the way I might have slightly pandered to the slightly racist views of a slightly racist pub landlord. Just get him to take the banners down.
Mm.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Now, I understand you're being cruelly denied access to your usual pub, so welcome to Creston Green's new pub, which, after extensive research, I have decided to call the Lovely Pub. It's got everything you expect from a pub. It's got a room, it's got tables and chairs, and it serves alcoholic drinks and comestibles with a medically inadvisable sodium content. So, on with the merriment. The merriment!
Thanks for trying, but it's just not the same.
No, wait, come back!
Ah, I see what you're up to.
Why don't they like my pub? It's got all the facilities of the old one, with the bonus of proper hygiene standards.
I'm not going to give you tips. You work it out.
I shall. The superior intelligence of the Geonan will master this earth thing you call pub.
What do you want?
I need to see the inside of the Rose and Crown.
Have you killed Katrina?
No, let me in.
I'm not allowed to let collaborators inside.
But I'm not a collaborator, am I? I can hardly collaborate with myself.
I suppose not.
Now, stand aside, youngling.
Youngling? Is that an alien word?
No, it's English. Look it up.
Did you let him in?
Yes.
Why?
Because he can't collaborate with himself.
You see, Lucy, this is why you're not in charge.
Give me that back, you amorphous git!
What are they doing?
Well, ULJABAAN's pulled the dartboard off the wall, and now he and Ron are fighting over it. Oh, and now he's threatened to disintegrate Ron, and he's coming out with the dartboard.
This is it, isn't it? The secret talisman of power that will draw them to me. Isn't it?
I'm not telling you.
Ha ha! You have put on a valiant effort, Miss Lyons, but your human intellect is no match for our advanced Geonan brains. Well played, Miss Lyons. Yes, well played.
What do you think he'll do when it doesn't work?
Get cross, I expect.
stupid thing.
Did it work?
No. What is a dartboard, anyway?
Gunning. Zzz. It's a device used in the training of assassins.
Really? Seems strangely out of keeping with the rest of the environment. Obviously, I need to learn a great deal more about this subject. Computer, find out literally everything there is to know about pubs.
Beep boop. Done.
Now, I want you to design the most incredible, irresistible pub in history.
Right. Boop beep. Done. Zzz.
That looks amazing. How long will it take to build?
1 Earth minute and 23 seconds.
Is that all? Our Geonan technology is formidable indeed if we can create...
Wait, sorry. I haven't got the hang of Earth time units yet. I meant 13.5 Earth hours.
Oh, that's still very fast, isn't it? Come in, please, everybody. As you can see, our new improved pub now offers a range of beers from around the world, wines by the glass, spirits, cocktails, bar snacks, bar meals, pad thai, tapas, a family area, a jukebox, karaoke, live music, live football, table football, pool, fruit machines, quiz nights, comedy nights, pole dancing nights, and a snug bar. So, welcome to the Saracen's Red Marquis of Mutton Arms Cavern and Grill.
Yeah, it's good, but it's just not the same.
No, I know. It's much, much better.
Yeah, but nah.
No, I demand you come back and enjoy yourselves.
Try threatening them at gunpoint.
What are you doing here?
Watching you fail. Why? What are you doing? Apart from failing, I mean.
I'm not beaten yet.
Back to the drawing board, then.
No, not at all. Fairytale, find out what a drawing board is and have one delivered to our base ASAP.
Ron, why are you making a Jamaican flag?
I'm not. It's an alien and a person shaking hands, and then I put a big cross through it.
But the Geonan aren't green?
I know, but you've got to have some way of telling they're aliens. What do you reckon?
I reckon it's a very inaccurate Jamaican flag.
You think you can do better?
I got a B for GSCE art, and I'd have gotten A if my final coursework project hadn't been too radical for the examiners to handle.
What did you do?
Well, I did a picture of the school, okay, but all the pupils looked exactly the same, like clones, yeah? And the headmaster was Hitler.
Wow. Go on, do a banner for us.
No, this movement's not about crude caricatures. It's about... I'll do it for an Archers and Lemonade.
Come on, Lucy. You know I'm not allowed to.
I won't tell if you won't.
Go on, then.
Excellent.
I know you're going to love it this time. The pub is now called the Rose and Crown. I chose the name because it is an exact replica of the Rose and Crown. The same selections of drinks, the tables and chairs are identically positioned. I've reproduced all the poor quality artwork on the walls.
Hey, I think I did those. Why? Ugh.
And scuffed the carpet in all the same places. And look, an android replica of Ron, programmed with his entire vocabulary.
All right.
opinions,
It's nothing personal, but I never trust the Portuguese.
and indeed mannerisms. So, what do you think?
It's just not the same.
No, you see, it is. It is exactly the same. The only difference between that pub and this one is that you're not allowed in the other one.
Sorry, it just doesn't have the same ambiance.
Ambiance. What is an ambiance? Where can I buy one?
It's not something you can buy. It's the feeling in the air, the sense of history soaked into the walls, the familiar vibrations from the...
This is drivel. What are you saying? None of this means anything.
Shall we go grab a pint at the Rose and Crown? The proper one, I mean.
Go on then. You've twisted my arm. Sorry, Chief.
Genuinely interested to see what you're going to do next.
These people are idiots.
Maybe that's what'll defeat you. Not our superior intelligence, but our superior stupidity. Cheerio. Bloody hell! I think the pub's on fire! Lucy? Ron? Are they all right?
Apparently, there was nobody inside when it went up.
Heavens above, who could have done this?
Are pubs supposed to combust like that? Is that part of their elusive charm?
Don't act like the innocent smoothie with me, Algebron. It's obvious you sent your minions to burn the place down.
No, my minions have been editing the church hymn books all afternoon. Haven't you, Daxian?
Why?
Oh, no reason.
Nobody will believe you didn't start it. The village has seen your true face now. And it's a face shaped like a big fist punching someone in the face for ages.
I didn't do it.
Then who?
My dad.
What? Why?
That's nice. No concern, no sympathy. Just, Lucy, what did you do to make your dad burn down the pub?
What did you do?
She asked for a drink, and I served her one.
The drink which she's still drinking?
After the heavy price that Ron's paid, the least I can do is finish it. Too much ice, Ron.
Your dad did that? Just for that?
I believe he did publicly state he'd do this if Ronald ever served her alcohol.
We were alone in a locked building with the curtains closed. I didn't think he'd find out.
So what are we gonna do about it?
Well, there is a pub a lot like this just down the road.
No, when the fire's out, I'm sure we can sell it.
Or not.
Sod it. Let's go down to the other Rose and Crown. You coming, Margaret?
Yes, mine's a gin and slimline.
Once we've cleared the rubble, we could even move the new pub here. It would be all the same as before, except, I would own it. But one can't be a warlord and a landlord. Ron, would you like a job?
But you've got an android double of him.
They've got a Ron droid.
Yes, they don't need the real thing.
But this would make your defeat more humiliating. So,
All right, then.
go and open up. There's a good fellow.
You won't be seeing me in your new pub. If you need me, I shall be in my parents' kitchen inventing new cocktails from whatever I can find in the cupboards.
And plotting against me?
Yes, and plotting against you.
Plot all you like, Miss Lyons. This entire village is under our control, and from here on we shall only become stronger. Our victory is inevitable. No force on this planet can stop us now.
I'll come to your pub.
No, you won't. I'm not getting on the wrong side of your father. The man's a complete psychopath.